Hello, my name is Sally with So Sally Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to be making a version of this card. Now, you know, we often forget with the new colors coming out and the new stamps coming out, the old favorites. So we're going to revisit some of the old favorites, and this is just using this card right here. It's got the soft suede, the pumpkin pie, and whisper white, and it's just, you know, a simple little card. It's using one of the new stamp sets. So is this birthday when you start asking life's big question? Why did I walk in this room? I did use that stamp on another card I made, and I just love it, so we're going to use it again today, but we're going to be making a different color scheme of it. Okay, today what we're going to be using is the soft suede. We're going to be using the soft suede, and this time we're going to be using it as the card base. We're going to be using the 2016 to 2018 color in colors. This is Marina Mist, or I'm sorry, Dapper Denim, and then the Whisper White on top. Okay, alright, and we're going to be doing the same thing to the inside. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our stamping. So, and the stamp sets that we're going to be using is Flower Shop stamps, and it has a coordinating punch to go with it. This is in the catalog, and we're also going to be using the new stamp set, 5 for All. This has got 5 different ingredients with the inside sentiments, and you know, you're not old, you're 25 plus shipping and handling. We're having happy birthday to a fun, beautiful, and smart person. You remind me of me. This card isn't for the world greatest kid in, this card isn't for the greatest kid in the world, but the greatest kid in the universe. And of course this one down here that we're going to be using. Okay, and this one is a great for a co-worker. Happy birthday to an equally overqualified, underpaid co-worker. We've got a lot in common. And just to mix it up a little bit, I'm going to be, since we're going to try to make this kind of a masculine area, I'm going to be using this stamp from the Dragonfly Dreams. It's this spots and stuff, and we're going to kind of make just a little bit of a border. So let's get this one out first. I love this stamp set. Okay. Alright, so let's do our border first. Okay, here we go. Let's get our stamps here together. Let's mount this one up. Okay, and I think we're going to do this one. Actually, we're going to do it in the Dapper Denim, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of stamp off a little bit. So let's get us a little piece of scratch paper here. Okay. I'm sorry, we're going to be using a soft suede. And we're going to stamp off and stamp on. This just a little bit lighter. And we're going to do a little bit of a border right there. Let's make sure we get those edges real good. Okay. Alright. All there is to it. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our, let's get a Flower Shop here, and I think we're going to be using this one right here. I kind of like that one. That one's kind of swirly and masculine. Let's take this one back. Let's get this one out here. Let's put it down. Now I have marked the top of my stamps because this punch, you have to watch this punch, okay? It only lines up one way real well. So if you mess it up, it's, you know, you have to cut the cardstock off and everything else to get it in there. and it doesn't work real well. So if you'll figure out where your punch is, and it's usually the bottom of it is going to have these 3 little swirls is the bottom, so just put the top and mark the back of that. It's easier to line up, and if you put it like straight, of course, you know, it's not going to make much difference here, because what we're going to be doing is just bringing this all over here. You know, just like that, okay? All right. And we're going to be using, we're going to be stamping out some here. What I'm going to do is probably stamp 3 of them in that color, and I think I'm going to go in and stamp a couple of them in the soft suede. Let's just stamp one more here. There we go. That one didn't stamp real good, but it's okay. Let me clean this stamp off. Okay. Now then, we're going to punch these out. And like I said, this does get a little bit hairy. You see that 3 on that end? So we're going to line, if you line those points up, don't worry about, line up these points, the middle of the flower petals, and it's a whole lot easier to get that centered in there. I'll stamp that one kind of close to the end here, so we're going to have to get that one in there. Alright, let's do this one. Let's line those. Can you see where those petals are lining up? Make sure they're lined up real good. Stamp that one. And let's stamp this one lined up where all the petals, middle of those petals are working. To me, that's easier. That one I stamped kind of low too. I'm not going to be able to use that one, I don't think. We might be able to use it underneath another flower though. So don't throw it away. You can tuck that one in under. Did the same thing with this one. Maybe we can get one good one out of here. I'm gonna have to stamp a couple of these again. Oh. If it gets caught, just punch it. Stamp those too close to the, that's a lesson for you. Don't stamp them close to the edge, because if you do, you end up not enough to get them stamped out. There's a good one. Okay, we're gonna work with that. You know, and I also took the framelit dies and made this, this is the old olive. And the Flourishing Framelits has got this dies in it, and I'm gonna I just kind of had these cut out, so I'm gonna use them. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, now we're gonna stamp our greeting here. Let's get our greeting out. And these we're gonna probably have to cut down a little bit. Okay. Because I just cut, let's just scrap pieces of paper. I've got the Whisper White, I've got the denim, and I've got the soft suede. So is this gonna fit on there? No, let's get the other block here. And let's line this up. Okay, let's get our soft suede out again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp this kind of close to the bottom here, because I think I'm going to cut that out. That's kind of crooked. And it's also not. Let's do it that way. Didn't get even pressure on it because the ends. Here we go. Let's make sure we get that inked up real well. Everybody inked up. Okay, let's try it again. That's why they make two sides to the paper. Okay, that was my husband just coming in and telling me he's going to the doctor's office. He's got a checkup. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna cut this down. Alright, let's get our trimmer out here. Alright. So, let's see here. Let's do it this way. Let's cut this down just to the end of that. Make sure we got it straight in here. Just to the end there. Okay. Now then. So this measures right at about 3 1/4 inch. So let's do this one at 1 inch. Let's cut this one down to 1 inch. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with my trimmer. It's just not wanting to cut. Let's do that one again. If I can get that in there. That's okay. Use the back side. If you'll take that, if it does that, just kind of roll those fuzzy edges to the side. So if that's 1 inch, this one's going to be 1 1/4 inch. Okay. Alright, and this is, y'all can do this another way if you need to. What I do, okay, is I know my card's going like this, okay? And I stamp that and stamp the inside. So what we're going to do is, you know, the card is going to go down like this, okay? So, determine where you want this piece. If you want it right there to the end, okay? So I know this is at 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off at 4. Okay? Then I'm going to cut my blue piece off at 3 1/4. Okay. Then I'm going to cut my white piece off at 3 1/2. Okay, so that ought to make them, just get rid of that, to where they just line up beautifully, okay? That blue one, just like that. Just stack the deck, okay? So, let's get these put down here. Let me get me some glue. I have to use glue. I have tried using a fast fuse, and I have to have some wiggle room. And the glue gives you some wiggle room. That's a little bit much on that end. Let's spread that around. Can y'all see that? Alright, so we're going to put this one down on the blue. Let's center this up real nice. Told you I have to have wiggle room. There we go. Let's see here. Okay. And let's put this one, spread out a little bit. Let's get this one down. There we go. Now, let's get our cards down here. You know, it's fast, simple card. It doesn't take much. Get your corners in there real good. You know, get some in the middle. Let's get this one down. Okay. Now, if you want to, you could put some ribbon on this. Okay, and then put this on top. And then add your flowers. I think that's what we're gonna do. Now this is the finely woven ribbon. This is in crumb cake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cut off a piece. Okay, and I think I'm not gonna stack it too far. Okay, let me get tape out. I use tape. Stick this down. Let's put this down here. And let's make sure we got this even. And I'm not going to worry about that little bit of excess. And I'm going to stick this down. Just kind of cut this off. Okay. Let's stick this up with some strips. Now these are just the foam strips. I love these things. They're real easy, and they give it, you know, some dimension all over. Let's put that down. Let's stick this one here in the middle. Okay. Let's get this one off. Let's put this one down. Cut this off. We can stick that in the middle. Okay, now what I like to do is I like to make sure I rub these down real well. Push it down. Get that adhesive hooked onto it real well. And we're just gonna peel these off. This is gonna be a very dimensional card, but it will go into an envelope, no problem. Okay, let's get our card base down. Now, what you want to do is you want to lay this down before you press it. Make sure you got it where you want it. Okay, then press it down. Okay, now then, what we're going to do is we're going to put this down before we add our flowers, because we want to make sure that we get this in here and then add our flowers, and that way we can tell where we need them to go. Now, you know, I realize this has got flowers on it, but they're funky flowers. They could be, you know, guys like flowers too. Last one, that one's down. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to put this down just right to the side here. Okay, now let's decide what we want to do with these flowers. And I realize I got a couple of them that are not cut real well, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to get the best one. Get your bone folder out, or even a pencil. Maybe. Okay, and we're going to curl these leaves. Now be very careful with these because they will tear. Tore one earlier. It's going, uh-oh. Alright. Just curl them up a little bit. And what you don't use, you just put in a little baggie. I just put everything in a little baggie, and I just, you know, if I got another project I can use it on, I pull them out, no problem. You know, these things are kind of artistic. Don't need to be a whole lot. Just kind of curl them up a little bit. Break the fibers down. we're going to do, some of these we're going to put up on dimensionals, some of them we won't. Let's find our good one. Okay, this one we're going to put up on dimensionals. Okay, and we're going to add that right to the end here. Okay, just like that. Okay, now then, let's stick one of these up on dimensionals. Let's put that one right there. I think I'm gonna glue this down. This is one of those I didn't cut real good. And you see that side right there? No problem. We're just gonna tuck that in underneath there. Get that out of the way. And then, you know what? I think that's it. We could just save these for later. Use them on another card. How's that? Okay, now we did forget the inside. So, let's get our stamp for the inside out. Get that out of the way. And I was going to tuck some greenery in here, but you know what? I don't think it needs it. Let's get that one out, get that one out. And let's get this. Now then, since this is going like this, we need to get our ink pad out, our soft suede back out. And we're gonna, let's get this in here even. Let's move it to one side because we're going to be putting the flowers, okay, in here. Let's bring our flower back. And, you know, this one doesn't matter which way it goes. So let's do that one. And I need to get an envelope out and stamp it too. Let's do this one. And bring that one over. And maybe one more up there. Well, okay. Didn't do that one perfect, but hey, nobody's perfect. Need to try to be, but sometimes it just isn't possible. I'd say you could go back. If you had a Stampin' Majig, you could go back and place that on Stampin' Majig and restamp it. And let's get that straight here. And get that, you know, cover that in. But you know what? Okay. Let's get this in here. I got this straight. Looks like it. Press that down. Let's get our envelope, get it stamped. Alright. Okay, let's get our soft suede first. Let's put that one down. Put it down there. Let's clean this off. Let's bring our Dapper Denim back in. And let's put one here, put one there, and stamp one there. You know, simple, easy. Like I said, I make my own envelopes. Stampin' Up sales envelopes. Some wonderful, pretty envelopes that are just absolutely gorgeous. So see, I keep scrap paper, and I always end up doing that. Okay, try to save paper, you know, be frugal, and I keep forgetting to put it down. So, you may see this in another video. There is your, let me cover that up so you can see that a little bit better. There's your card. Is this the birthday when you start asking life's big questions? Like, why did I walk in this room? Now, you can bling this one up. This one right here, I don't know if you can see that or not. Can y'all see that? I did put a little Wink of Stella on it and put some bling on there. Can you see that? Let's see here. Maybe if I tilt it like that. And, you know, you can do that. I just figure if it's going to give it to a guy, maybe not. So here's the 2 cards. Both of them using, you know, bringing in the old with the new. Roll over stamps with our new stamps. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know if you liked the video, if you'd like to see something else, if you would like to see something, or if you've got, you know, always open for constructive criticism. And, you know, if you need to tell me something or something that you didn't like about it, and so it'll improve my videos. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much. And you can purchase all these products on my online shop. All the links will be down below. Bye-bye.